how they could sell this for $80. I'm done at this point, dude. 22 frames, bro.
Alright, what's up, studs and chads? We need to intercept this. And we need to restore the peace immediately, ladies and gentlemen. And my question is to the gaming companies out there, okay? Can we just get one game? I promise, just one game without any controversy, without any woke stuff, without any drama, without microtransactions, without unfinished business. Because listen, just the other day I posted about this, right? Because normally, what do you hear? We hear unfinished games, right? We hear microtransaction, that's a big one, right? Gotta make that money. We hear all of that. So I was like, bro, like he is making a comeback by the looks. Ditch Page Remake, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, both of these games have high reviews, but also fans are happy. Absolutely not true whatsoever. Now, understand this. I was trying to be positive because there's so much negativity. There's a whole lot of toxic gamers in the gaming. And I got a bunch of video clips that I want to share with you as well. This timeline don't make sense. Lol. And absolutely, it doesn't make sense because, guys, let's intercept this, okay? Let's restore the peace. Because quickly after ACG came out, says that PSA, as it stands on all platforms, have massive performance and bug issues with crashing even occurring occasionally on the consoles for Jedi Survivor. Now, Jedi Survivor, you wanna know what they did after? You wanna see what they did after? They quickly just came out, they reported, in fact, they just put up this blog post by saying that we are aware that Star Wars Jedi Survivor isn't performing to our standards for a percentage of our PC players. You know, you PC players, you peasants that got RTX 4090 and you cannot get it up fast enough to 60 FPS. You peasants cannot even get it up to 60 FPS. That's who they're talking about. They're saying that it didn't meet the standards. Now, admittedly, there are some Sony ponies out there that are loving this game, and people are saying the game is good, right? Like in terms of not quality, I should say, but in terms of the stuff that they have in the game. People are saying the game admittedly is good, but performance issues are massive on PC. They are also somewhat massive on the consoles as well, like PS5, the Sony ponies, the Xbox, so everybody's getting done dirty. But here's the thing, right, ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand one thing about this one. At least there is an apology with this one. I know, I get it. But you gotta understand this. At least there's an apology with this company. Meanwhile, you know, with Activision, with Activision, you have these $20 bundles, those $30 battle passes after they have butchered games time and time again, after they have released unfinished games. They never apologize. They all drop these friendly UAVs. They want to just swing in that money. And guys, this is definitely gonna shock you, all right? So sit down if you're standing. Sit down, put your kids to bed, hide your kids, because guys, the gaming industry has a widespread problem when it comes to major publishers knowingly releasing. So this is Star Wars. We're all familiar with this one. Yeah, look, guys, pay attention. This is Cyberpunk. Yo, this, for some reason, this yellow thing here, this yellow picture haunts me, ladies and gentlemen. I get that PTSD, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get that PTSD. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what planet I'm on. Humbly, Martian, Iwinsky, Adam, Kishinsky, Adam. So, listen, I mean, with Cyberpunk, obviously they have fixed the game, but at what cost? It took a year and a half, right? Cyberpunk, admittedly, I was massively hyped for that game. Then the game came out, it was utter trash, but now the game is very, very good. So in defense of Cyberpunk, I gotta say, they have fixed it. Credit where it's due, but it should have launched finished in the beginning. It's like me buying a car but doesn't come out with a steering wheel, and they're like, we're gonna ship it 2 years later. Bruh. Patience. But guys, check this out. Like this video, subscribe, and roll this.
Star Wars the last decade or so has been in kind of a disarray. That is largely because of Disney's just not really doing enough with the IP. They kind of threw it off to Electronic Arts. And then EA did absolutely nothing with it for about 8 or 9 years. Obviously, the exclusivity days are over. We have yet to really see any major releases yet outside of EA. That'll probably come in the next couple of years. I know Ubisoft is working on a big open world Star Wars game.
Bro, Ubicap? We need to intercept this and restore the peace, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all think, okay? And realistically, one in the comments if you think that Ubisoft is gonna do Star Wars justice and we're gonna have 60 FPS. Two if you think we're not gonna have 60 FPS, because right now, bro, like, this is gonna sound crazy, guys. Prepare for impact. Prepare for impact. Mutahar, some ordinary gamers, right? He apparently has RTX 4090 and he's claiming that he cannot even get 60 FPS. Oh shit! Oh, shit. Yeah, on Star Wars, this game you're looking at, he cannot even get 60 FPS with RTX 4090. And I'm sitting here, bro, like, what about me? What about people? What about the toxic gamers, right? What about you guys? And what about me that has GTS 1660? Bruh. Like, can I get, like, 2 FPS? 2 FPS? By the way, I have RTX 3090, but man, damn, like, cannot even get 60 FPS, bruh.
We'll see how that turns out, and then there's obviously a KOTOR remake. Again, that's another thing that's had some development issues, so we'll see how all that turns out. But during the span of time that EA had its exclusivity, the one company that really came through was Respawn Entertainment. Jedi Fallen Order was a pleasant surprise. It wasn't a super long game, it wasn't really anything earth-shattering, but it was a Dark Souls-light experience that really clicked for me, and many others, because it received great reviews. And again, during the EA Star Wars days, there just wasn't a lot to look forward to. The Battlefront games had a lot of chaos and a loot box disaster.
That's like literally gaming, right? There's always never anything to look forward to, or not, wrong. That is wrong. Wrong. That is wrong. There's always something to look forward to, but everything you're looking forward to turns out like this. Turns out like this, probably.
To the first game, which really lacked a lot of content, and then there's just a number of other projects that ended up being canceled. So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was a pleasant surprise. Jedi Survivor, once I saw that first trailer, I was all in. Now finally here in 2023 we have the game's release. We saw a lot of positive reviews, a lot of people saying that this is one of the best Star Wars games of all time. That was music to my ears. The issue was that the one thing I wasn't seeing in the reviews from like the IGNs, GameSpots and such were this. ACG, or Jeremy Penter, a phenomenal YouTube reviewer, saying,
"Oh, that's exactly what I'm talking." Wait, what? Did he just do a face reveal? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Bro, he's neckbeard. He's a toxic gamer just like us guys. Oh shit! Oh shit! Holy! He's a toxic gamer just like you and me, guys.
PSA, as it stands, all platforms have massive performance and bug issues, with crashing even occurring occasionally on the consoles for Jedi Survivor. This impacts the story, gameplay, functor, audio, everything. This is not just a PC thing. Patches are incoming. Yes, patches are indeed always incoming. That's how patches work. And that's good because the game is as close to not working as I've seen in a title and review period since Days Gone. At this time, the actual game itself is severely impacted across all platforms by technical problems and impacts everything from story beats to voiceovers. This is completely unacceptable, and the fact that this is being compared to Days Gone is just astonishing, because Days Gone is probably one of the biggest examples of how not to launch a game. You probably could throw it up there with Cyberpunk 2077, and honestly, I thought this
game... it's like me going ahead and trying to buy a secondhand car that that is missing one tire, that is missing the entire steering wheel, and you know what I'm saying, like,
industry would learn a little bit from Cyberpunk, but I guess not, because in 2023 just feels like every other AAA release we're having a launch disaster like this. We just talked about The Last of Us Part 1's horrible launch a couple of days ago in a news video. It really is astonishing how these AAA publishers are letting these games launch, and you're asking people to cough up $70 or sometimes 80 or even more when you include taxes, deluxe editions and such. And yet the game...
Guys, like, trust me, okay? Listen, man, I'm not trying to dog on Star Wars, because that's not my place. There are people that love this franchise. There are people that are probably gonna have no problems with this whatsoever, and that's absolutely brilliant, right? Because if you're not having any issues, you're loving this game, hey man, love the game, right? Because after all, bro, like, we're here on this rock for a limited amount of time. Just be a good human, just try to enjoy as much as possible, and that's it. That's literally what it comes down to, right? But this is the only gaming industry, and guys, hand on top of this bottle of water, man, we gamers, we need to demand better. We need to demand more. Maybe some of you are oil prince. Maybe some of you got millionaire parents. Maybe some of you got money coming in like tsunami. So you're like, okay, you know what? It's $80, $70, just peasant money, right? I can get the game. Doesn't work? Too bad. I'm gonna wait it out. I'm never gonna refund. I'm just gonna eat all of that shiza up. Perfectly fine if you're an oil prince, if you got mommy and daddy with millions and millions of dollars without having any clue how to make money yourself, right? Understandable, but for us, we gotta grind that shiza hard, bro. Money does not grow on trees. And guys, VS gamers, y'all gotta get up, okay? Y'all gotta get up. I'm not talking about getting that downstairs thing up, okay? I'm not talking about that. Okay, y'all need to get up physically, okay? You need to get up. You need to do this, okay? Get your chin, okay? This right here. Get it up. Just no more like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Get it up. Get that up. Get that up. Be a Chad. You are a Chad. You know you're a Chad. You already are. It's all in your head. You just need to control it. Ask questions. Be better. Be better. Ask questions. And let's raise our standards like this. Instead of going down, let's raise it up. Let's raise it up, okay?
Bruh.
Now, guys, understand the message. I know, kind of cringe here, but understand the message. We need to really seriously demand for better. It's really sick and tiring to complain about games, video games daily. It's not chic, Steve. Man, that is the most insane thing ever, right? That we are complaining about 60 FPS. That is truly insane. I just cannot compute the idea of us complaining about 60 FPS because you know for the fact that games should be minimum 60 FPS. It shouldn't even be a conversation, and in a couple of days from now, we're gonna be getting Redfall.
Bruh.
You know, we're gonna be intercepting that hard, guys. The Sony ponies are already ready. They're already trying to get all of them popcorn coming in. They're getting those, accepting those popcorn shipments in because they know the second that baby hits, gamers, YouTubers, they're gonna ready to tear a new asshole in Xbox and Microsoft and Bethesda, to be specific. 30 FPS completely unacceptable. Obviously Star Wars is 60 FPS, but you gotta understand that people that have RTX 4090, and it's happening on PS5 and Xbox Series X, not as hard as PC, but the point here is that people that have 1% of the hardware, I'm talking about RTX 4090, these, or I should say those dudes, are having trouble getting that up to 60 FPS. Absolutely insanity, ladies and gentlemen. You paid $70. Imagine, okay, imagine buying a $5,000 PC and these gaming companies come out and be like, well, too bad, it's not gonna run at 60 FPS. That is just insane, guys. Come on, man.
Quality in terms of like optimization just seems to be getting worse and worse. And I get it, these games are getting more and more complicated. But that's further reason why these games should be staying in the oven a little bit longer. And Jedi Survivor already got a short delay, I believe. And this really should have been delayed much longer. And I have been playing Jedi Survivor myself. I decided to play it on the Xbox Series X because I heard there was issues on the PlayStation 5. I heard there was issues on the PC. Hadn't really heard anything about the Series X, so I had to check it out for myself.
You heard? You heard?
Bomboka!
First hour or so on the first planet, it was mostly fine. There was some FPS hiccups, but it was more than manageable enough. But when I got to that second planet, I think I have some of the gameplay shown on the screen. I'm trying not to show any spoilers and such, kind of the issue. But
oh, damn.
Yeah, some of the cutscenes were glitching out. The cutscene would start and then it would repeat itself.
Bruh.
Some of the textures was just not loading, popping and such. And then obviously the FPS drops were very noticeable when you got around in the open areas in which the game felt like it was dropping to under 20. And there actually has been some videos some people have been sharing in which they compare the FPS between the PS.
Ow! Okay, so guys, let's actually intercept this and restore the peace. Because you know the Sony ponies, yo, where the Sony ponies at, guys? Get your pitch and forks ready because we about to do a Sony pony versus Xbox versus PS5 comparison, okay? Where the Xbox at? Let's see some.
PS5 and Xbox Series X. This is just unacceptable in my eyes. I believe this is coming from the YouTuber Gaming Text. Here, let me show you.
So all these technical issues you have actually on both consoles. The only difference between PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X is that on the Xbox Series X you have much more technical issues than on the PlayStation 5. And there's a very...
Sony pony, Sony pony, Sony pony, Sony pony gang, rise up! Let's rise up! Let's rise up! Bro, okay, so PS5 is 60 FPS, and Xbox, I saw 58, but it can dip down to 52. Damn, son. Damn, man. Holy, man. Most powerful hardware. Now, listen, man. I'm not gonna start this, guys. Let's be real. Xbox and PlayStation, both of them. Obviously, we can meme, we can joke, people gonna get offended, whatever, okay? If you're gonna get offended over memes, that's fine, but let's be objective. Realistically, Xbox and PlayStation, these consoles are more than capable of running games at 60 FPS, guys. Trust me, okay? Trust me, hand on top of this bottle of water. They are more, they can, easily. But the fact that these games are not optimized, damn.
weird behavior on the Xbox Series X, what I haven't experienced so far on the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, as you can see, it seems to be that the console to play this game on right now is the PlayStation 5, and yeah, this is kind of what I've experienced a little bit myself. It's just, this is unfortunate. I am playing in...
And I know it sounds kind of like nitpicky. Whole game freezes for 1 or 2 seconds and then there's like a nuclear warfare, you know what I'm saying? Like, but guys, like, it is not just that. It is way more than that. It would have been one thing if it's like only 1 or 2 seconds in the entire game, but no, man, damn.
Performance mode, I do that with every game, and I can't get a steady FPS. And that's why I just said, I gotta wait on this. We'll see. Once the day 1 patch comes about, maybe I'll be good to go. The issue is, the day 1 patch is already out. I didn't even know that. That was included when I downloaded the game, and that's just frustrating me, because now I'm gonna have to wait much longer, or, you know, endure this horrible FPS drops that I'm experiencing on console. Again, this is console. This isn't the PC version, which is an absolute mess, even more so than what I'm experiencing myself. But we had another YouTuber, Skillup. He brought this up in his own tweet saying, I'll have a Jedi Survivor.
Man, only gamers can cope, right? Like, gamers are like, okay, well, I know game is broken. I know game is not finished. Let's just go ahead and buy the game, guys. Let's just go ahead and buy the game. We gamers, I mean, we get done absolutely dirty, and gamers are always like, oh my god, I need that dopamine, man. I need to buy the game. I need to buy the game. I mean, damn, guys.
Survivor review up later, but right now I can say that it's a great game that you should absolutely avoid if you're playing on PC. The port is a total mess, namely awful FPS performance that cannot be improved through any settings changes. It struggles to maintain 40 FPS on a 2080 Ti 3700X, and my 4090 5950X cannot maintain a solid 60 FPS. There's also a game
struggles to maintain 40 FPS on 2080 Ti.
Game-breaking audio bug at the moment that ruins every cutscene. And if you want to know what he's talking about, this is what he's referring to.
Here's how I watched about 80% of the cutscenes in this game.
No traffic. Looks like this portal's under maintenance. As soon as we breach the surface, jump to light speed.
My bad. I didn't know my ad was kind of like on the homie's face. Now you can see his toxic beard, toxic neck beard gamer, guys. Just like us. He's one of us, guys. He's one of us.
Took some hits back there.
Yeah,
Mind running diagnostics while I transmit the intel?
Yeah, as you can see, the audio is delayed. That's unacceptable, but this is how Jedi Survivor launched. A game that was delayed and needed to be delayed much longer. And if you actually head over to Steam, this is pretty much the story. Right now it has mixed reviews. Earlier in the day it was mostly negative, but it's up to about 40% positive, which I guess that's a good sign. I don't know. Really, we're grasping at straws right now. But these are the reviews. Star Wars CPU Survivor. Jesus. So far the loading screen is pretty okay. I have no idea what it's like past the title screen because it doesn't load past that at the moment. RTX 4080, the specs, I can get around 30 FPS, amazing. All these high-end rigs in this game is struggling.
I can get 30 imagine having RTX 4080 and i9 and can get a 30 FPS. Yeah. Very good.
So badly. Bruh. Game is extremely fun, but
bruh. Who said bruh? Is his username is bruh?
Performs terribly. 3080 is not good enough to run the game, apparently. Runs like my ass after Taco Bell. That's one way to put it. Game performance is absolutely atrocious. Wait till it's fixed before buying. Not worth it. Furthermore, it is worth highlighting that some outlets are getting a little bit more specific with the issues that PC players are encountering, such as DSO Gaming saying Star Wars Jedi Survivor appears to have major CPU and VRAM optimization issues on PC. And they base us on a GameStar review in which they went over the specs and such. This was a high-end rig, and they say in the video we can clearly see the NVIDIA RTX 4090 being underused. The graphics card is used at around 35 to 60%. And because GameStar uses a MSI Afterburner overlay, we can see that the game's PC review build can mainly use 4 CPU threads, so I don't really know what is causing the CPU bottleneck. From the looks of it, the game does not rely on one CPU core.
It's probably the PC Master Race guys' tiers that are causing the bottleneck, you know, bottleneck, you know what I'm saying?
Like Gotham Knights or the Callisto Protocol, and PCM Race also reports that the game has enormous VRAM requirements, and RTX 3080 Ti is unable to run the game in 4K mainly due to VRAM limitations. And this is just astonishing, but the game is using up to 18 gigabytes of VRAM at 1440p. Oof. I've seen some people comparing this to just being as bad as Arkham Knight, and it may be on par with it, honestly. And it seems to be the consensus is, yeah, this game is really fun when it works, and it seems like that's something I've been saying about a lot of games as of late.
Yeah.
But what I find astonishing about all of this is what EA was saying before this. We had Bloomberg publish this.
That's just a moment. Like, EA says a new Star Wars sequel was made in record time. Look at us. We are strong. We are independent. We make games within 5 minutes, and it is very, very good. We make that money. Guys, that is just insane. But Shout out to the toxic gamers. Shout out to the gamers that are gonna be labeled as toxic gamer after saying we demand better. But guys, this is what Microsoft just said, okay? This video goes hard. This is absolutely crazy. Click on this video on the screen. On the left though, we have another disaster, guys. So check these videos out and I will see you right there.